Next on Worcester News tonight, a Worcester woman is behind bars. She's charged in a fatal hit and run on Christmas morning. Plus, central Massachusetts wakes up to a white Christmas Monday morning, but they spent today cleaning up. Frigid temperatures across central Massachusetts tonight. Here's a look outside on West Boylston Street. Temperatures are dropping into the teens, and they're only expected to get colder. We'll have a full look at the forecast coming up later in the show. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Bottary. Tonight, the city putting out warnings about the extreme cold and asking residents to avoid spending a lot of time outside and to check on their elderly neighbors. The weather is also raising concerns for the homeless community here in the city. Volunteers at Hotel Grace are making sure the city's homeless have a place to go. They've been open for the past 2 weeks, including Christmas Eve and Christmas. Pastor Richard Gonzalez says there are donations coming in which are needed, but he says to keep the shelter open, they need volunteers.
Yeah, the need of this population is not seasonal. It's all the time. So we still going to, right now it's been going good. I just pray that everything continue to go there because we still got probably to February or March to go with this weather.
Along with providing shelter, Pastor Gonzalez says Hotel Grace makes sure every person who walks through the door is provided with a hot meal. Central Massachusetts was hit by a snowstorm early Monday, leaving residents a few inches of snow Christmas morning. Today, shovels and snowblowers filled sidewalks as the cleanup process continued. Our Kim Jandro has the story.
Central Massachusetts residents opened their doors to a white Christmas Monday. Tuesday, many are still cleaning up after the storm. The fresh snow wasn't a gift for everyone, though. Do you care that it was a white Christmas, or is this...
I do not care. I wish it wasn't. I wish I was in Florida. I hate this whole thing. I did a driveway yesterday. I spent 2 hours in my yard yesterday with a snowblower. And now I'm down here doing manual labor.
Worcester and surrounding towns saw a little more than 4 inches on the ground Christmas morning. We found Bob Courier out clearing his driveway. Unlike a lot of shovelers, he enjoys the snow, but only because of his homemade plow.
I put the plow on it, put the hydraulic system on it. Works good. I like playing. This is one of my toys, so it's not so bad. It makes winter a little better. I'm sitting down. I'm not standing up chasing the snowblower.
While some spent the day shoveling the fluffy stuff, others took advantage of it. People in Auburn hit the hills behind Horgan Arena for some sledding and snowboarding. They, too, didn't mind the snow on the ground.
I like going sledding. It's always fun.
We have a pretty good snowblower, so it wasn't too bad cleaning it up. And it just kind of gets you more, I think, in the Christmas spirit. When you think about Christmas, think about white Christmas, and then it's nice to be able to go out and take advantage of it on a day like today. It's a nice blessing.
Cam Jandro, Worcester News Tonight.
A Worcester woman faces a judge Tuesday morning. She's charged in a fatal hit-and-run accident, killing a man with her car on Christmas morning. As Brittany Schaefer reports, this is not the first time she's faced motor vehicle charges. Brittany was in court earlier and has the latest.
On December 25, motor vehicle homicide by negligent operation.
58-year-old Susan Dixon hides behind a sweatshirt at her arraignment Tuesday. Prosecutors say she was behind the wheel during a fatal hit-and-run Christmas morning.
She said she was at the scene to purchase narcotics from the victim. The victim was either hanging on her car or partially into her car when she drove away. She struck a pole and a fence.
Utility crews were on scene Tuesday fixing the streetlight police say she knocked over. The victim is identified as 33-year-old Felix Bonilla. His family was in court Tuesday and says he was a father of 7.
He just wanted to spend the holidays with his kid, that's all. My brother was very lovable, and almost everybody that knew him knew what great of a kid he was.
Prosecutors say this isn't the first time the Worcester woman has been involved in an incident like this one.
Officers then recognized the defendant from a prior incident that involved the defendant operating a motor vehicle, striking an individual, and driving away.
According to court documents, in both 2015 and 16, Dixon fled the scene after injuring an individual with her car, one happening at the same gas station as Monday's incident.
How this third time, you're gonna let her go out in the street to commit another?
People who live in the area say tragedies like these happen far too often on this street.
Honestly, it's nothing new.
Really unfortunate that the crime in this neighborhood is pretty crazy. I live down the street. But yeah, stuff like this unfortunately happens in this neighborhood all the time.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Dixon is being held on $35,000 bail. She's due back in court on January 23rd. A former high school football coach tells a judge Tuesday he's worried about the safety of his family. The coach says he was attacked by the father of a former player. Tom Henriksen, seen here coaching St. Peter Marion in 2016, says Todd Albert assaulted him with a supermarket shopping cart over the weekend. Henriksen showed the judge a large bruise on his leg. The former coach says in self-defense he had to hold Albert on the ground. He says this isn't the first incident involving Albert. Judge Mark Goldstein issued an order requiring Albert to stay 100 yards away from Henriksen and to stay away from his home and workplace. Albert will have an opportunity to challenge the order in January. The Christ Lutheran Church in West Boylston is able to give charities the most money ever collected this holiday season. It's all thanks to the community stepping up. Earlier this month, a donation box filled with an unknown amount of cash from the church's Christmas tree sales was stolen. As word about the stolen money was spread, donations have been flooding in. According to the church, they've collected more than $3,700. It was a chilly day in the city Tuesday, but the cold temperatures didn't stop dozens from hitting the ice rink. The Worcester Common Oval opened up today for extended school vacation hours. The temperatures may continue to drop this week, but the staff expects a busy skating week with no school. The Ford family were out spending time together and says it's nice to be able to do outdoor activities during the winter season.
It's affordable and it's fun. It's a little cold, but it's worth it because they have hot chocolate. And we love coming out to skate and to spend time together.
The rink, which is larger than the one in Rockefeller Center, will be open from 1 p.m. until 6 p.m. all this week for school vacation. Christmas may be over, but holiday shopping certainly isn't. Many people took advantage of their time off for the holidays by hitting the stores. Our Chandler Walsh paid a visit to Solomon Pond Mall and has the story.
Foot traffic is high at Solomon Pond Mall. The mall manager says thousands will be here for day after Christmas shopping.
Very busy day after Christmas. We opened the mall an hour early this morning at 9 o'clock. We've had fantastic crowds all day long.
With the Christmas season fading away, many spent the day returning and exchanging gifts.
Making returns, getting some new stuff.
I like the fact that I can come back and return a present that I don't like or it doesn't fit right.
Shoppers were also on the hunt for post-holiday deals, many using the gift cards they received from loved ones. Bonnie Ryan says the teenagers in her family like being able to buy for themselves.
They're getting to the age now where they don't really want as much stuff. They want the cash. They want the gift cards. They want to go buy what they want and get what they want. And today's a great deal for it.
Mall manager Justin Feldhaus says the busy shopping season won't end today. He expects big crowds of shoppers the rest of the week.
It should kind of go back to normal traffic, I would think, after the first of the year, but with everybody or most people off this week, we expect it to be busy the entire week.
Chandler Walsh, Worcester News Tonight.